guys, welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. Welcome, welcome. If you're new to my channel, thank you for joining me. And if you're a returning subscriber, as always, you know how much I love you. Thank you for being here. I know it's been a while since I have filmed, so we're going to film, work on this journal just a little bit, and play catch up, and then figure out what we're going to work on. So I did kind of show you a sneak peek. I have you plugged in, so I'm trying to move my cord and not shake you. Sorry. So I have this piece that I kind of showed you the other day. I did listen to the other video, and it wasn't terrible, but I thought, you know, I'm just going to film. So I have a little belly band here, and in here I have an October 1927 calendar, and I've got that backed, and my friend gave this to me, and she loves mice, so I put a mouse on it. A mouse, excuse me. And so we have that piece that is going to flip open, and then that flips open, and we've got a pocket, 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 and then I've got some stuff here that'll go in those. I'm just waiting on them to dry. Goodness, I'm tongue-tied, excuse me. And then we'll need to put a tie on this. So if you have questions about this piece, let me know. And then on this side, all I have so far is this backing and this pocket with this bingo card that I've been hoarding, but it matches the birds so well. So I was trying to decide if I wanted to put another flip on that side. I don't know yet. And then on this side, I made this pocket, and this will be a flip out, and it's like a little envelope. And these guys are just peeking at you over the top here. So that'll go here, but I'm not done with this page yet. I don't know what else I want to do to that page. And then we have, what is going on? It's just a tight fit, this piece that we want to do something with. So I'm going to pull this out because that's going to be my base piece that'll get glued to my journal base. And we want to do something with this, don't we? So I think I want to do, I think I'm just going to continue to try to work. Oh, I got French Industrial out. That's not the one I wanted, but that's okay. Because I do like this one too. So we have like a big ledger page. What I was thinking is, I do want to use this page. I love this page. So it's really funny because I started this and then I saw a Miss Paint-A-Lot video, and she's kind of working with the same paper pads, or she's doing the memorandum one, and I think the wildflower on the other one. Anyway, and I just thought it was so funny that she's kind of doing some of the same stuff, and I had taken some inspiration from her and screenshotted her video, but I wasn't waiting on her tutorials. I was just winging it. So now here we are. Okay, so on this one, I really love all the postage stamps. Obviously it's too tall. Don't care about the Paris bit at the bottom here. I like the postage stamps and all the postmarks, and this is going to be really fun. And there is a Paris one there, so we can use that. So this is going to flip out of this one. Let's see, on this side, I may actually put this one over here, because that'll open into the journal. Maybe I'll put that one on that side. But for now, it doesn't matter. All right. But, okay. I haven't been in here in a while, so I'll have to tell you what we did. Yesterday, that's 6 inches. Okay. Yesterday, we went down to Cross Creek, Pennsylvania, for where Mark and his mom, their family settled that area. Gosh, years and years. I'm talking 1700s area. And they even have a hill there that's known as their family name, which was really fun. And we walked around the cemetery looking for headstones, and that was really neat because I'm talking super old headstones. And just really interesting. There's a church there that was built in 1864, and the one that's there now, 8 3/4. Talking and forgot my measurement. The one that's there now is not the one that their grandfather preached at, but he was a reverend in that church for 30 some years. So it was really interesting. And I went up and asked a question about like a house beside it. And while it wasn't part of the church, it was still a really old, like 1700s house. It was really, really neat. But anyway, so I want this to hinge on this side. So let's do a hinge here. And I'm just going to do a 1/2 inch and score this at 1/2 inch. And you can do this for any size project. And the reason I'm not telling you what I'm doing is because I don't know yet. I'm just doing it as I'm talking to you. So I'm going to score that. And so that gives me a hinge. But anyway, so the guy let us into the church, and of course everybody knew the name. Oh, don't do like I did. I scored that too hard and broke the paper. But that's okay, we'll fix it. Oh, maybe. We can fix it. We can fix anything, right? So anyway, he let us into the church even though they weren't open yesterday. And it was kind of fun. I mean, big 12-foot windows in this church. Just absolutely gorgeous. Just gorgeous. And then, where is my washi that I want? I'll just use this. Anyway, and then, no, I won't. I will not use that. I know what we'll use. We'll use this. And so he let us in and like took us upstairs and like looking in the old Bible, and he had a book there for how the area itself was settled, which was really interesting. So for a donation to the church, we were able to get a copy. So that was fun. And where my other scissors are. Then we went, so that was in Cross Creek, Pennsylvania, and then we went to Washington, Pennsylvania, which was a really neat little town, and we went to the Historical Museum, Society Historical, oh, whatever, anyway, but they were closed, and I was like, well, it doesn't say that on your website, and he goes, yes, it does, and so he looked at it after I said that, and he goes, oh, I guess that is kind of confusing, and I said, yeah, but that's okay. He was super, super helpful, and gave us some links for places to look up ancestry stuff and for that area. So I guess it's like by search word and stuff. So that'll be interesting. We need to do that still and see what we can find. But we were gone a really long time yesterday. We ended up, by the time we were done squirreling around down there, I put the house address in to come home. I said, how did we end up 250 miles away from home? So it was a 500-mile day yesterday. We were so tired by the time we got home last night. And I'm really tired today. And it's late for me to be filming because it's after lunch. It's like, I don't know, 1:30 or so. But so we're just having kind of a lazy day. I did my monthly card kit challenge this morning. And I didn't sign up for it this month, but she messaged me and asked me if I was going to do it. She goes, I didn't see your name. Do you want to do it? And I was like, okay, fine. But this is the last month until spring. I can't do it. And she was like, oh, yeah, you're traveling. So I got that done. I'll show you that. It should be dry now. And didn't come out exactly like I had envisioned, but I had fun with it. Oops. Sometimes these are hard to get out when the pack's kind of new. But anyway, so that was kind of fun. I did that this morning with my coffee. So Mark is working in the RV, trying to do a couple things that we know we need to do before we go. Fixing the fireplace, because the fireplace went out on us last winter. Of course, it went out when it was super cold, and we had to get a replacement, but they couldn't install it, so we just bought the fireplace, and it was a different size than the one that we had, and oh my gosh, what a deal. Luckily, Mark is a very good woodworker, and he's able to fix it. So he's getting that put in today. And then we're going to finish a card game we started the other night after a while, and just kind of taking it easy today because we're all tired. It was just a long day, a lot of walking. But if you have an opportunity to get to Washington, Pennsylvania, there is a Whiskey Revolution Museum there. It was really interesting. So we really enjoyed that. And this house was built in the late 1700s, and it's a mansion. I mean, truly a mansion, especially by those standards. I'm going to score this on here. And I think I'm just going to score this at, I think I'm going to go just 5 3/4, so it doesn't go all the way to the edge over here. Then that'll give me an option. If I want to do something on this side, I can. So let's do 5 3/4. So at 12, we'll count over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3/4. Anyway, so yeah, it was really interesting. It was, you know, decorated, of course, And they had some of the era appropriate furniture and stuff like that. It was just really cool. Really enjoyed it. And the one gal was like pretty young that was giving us the tour, and she was knowledgeable. But the other gal was a little bit older, so she was really funny with the way that she was presenting information and stuff. But it was a good time. Let's see. I think I want to have this flip back. Maybe make a pocket like that. Miss P did one similar to this, and I really liked it. But I think I'm going to go like about there. So let me crease that. Anyway, so yeah, really just fun, and it was absolutely a beautiful day. It was actually pretty cool in the morning to be traipsing around the cemetery. Yeah, that's right. I was thinking about my valley and if I scored that properly. But now, because I kind of bent that, it's acting funny. So we did that. Went and had lunch at a place that was really, really good. So I have I call her my not mom. She's like my spiritual mom. She lives down in Indiana, and she's going to be in West Virginia and at the end of the month. And so she's like, oh, can we meet for lunch or something? And I said, well, yeah, let's meet. I said, oh, well, let's meet halfway somewhere. So actually, we're going to go back to the same restaurant that we ate at yesterday and visit with her and her husband, just Mark and I, because Mom leaves, and then we'll go meet her the next day. So that'll be nice, and that'll be a good time for visiting and getting some more wonderful hugs. And then we're going to be getting ready to go. Of course, we're going to go see the grandkids soon. That's next weekend. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. So I did this at 8 3/4. So great. What's 8 3/4? That is 8 6/8. So 6/8, it's 3/8. So I just want to just 3/8, Jody. I just want to gently make a mark here because this is kind of off Miss P. So if you guys are watching her videos, you'll be like, that's what she did. But I liked the design for the pocket. And so I'm just kind of trying to not really crease that, but I wanted that to be like, yeah. So this will be like 2 pockets in here. I don't know why I scored that because that won't matter. I didn't need to score that. It's not showing up though, so it's okay. I'm just working my way through this while I'm doing it. So you can just, whatever, piece of paper you want to do, score for your hinge so you can tuck it under, and then fold it however you want to for your pockets. I mean, you're very flexible, and I'm doing this with cardstock, but I did think this morning, I thought, I'm not going to do all of these flips and stuff with cardstock. I have really great envelopes and papers and things that we can use. Oh, I was going to show you. Did I already do that? Mom brought me some super fun stuff. So she had gone to Paris in the spring with her niece, and she brought me some really cool stuff from Paris. And she brought me some really neat stuff from her friend. And it's like stuff from Pennsylvania. But old letters and stuff like that that are a lot of fun. So those are going to be fun to work with too. So we'll incorporate some of that in this as well. Okay, I need my hole punch, or my circle punch. Sorry guys, I'm kind of sniffly. I don't know what's in the air right now. I know the goldenrod is in bloom, and man, it's really pretty. I'm trying to eyeball that. That one's a little more difficult, but we're just gonna eyeball it. Okay. So anyway, yeah, it was a lot of fun. So the Whiskey Rebellion, what it was the government was taxing whiskey. And if you were basically a major manufacturer of whiskey, it was a flat tax. But if you were a little guy and you weren't mass producing, then you got you got taxed basically by the gallon, or, by the increments that you were producing. And so overall, the little guys were paying a lot more in taxes than the larger manufacturers were. And I don't remember the reason why they were taxing it, though. I think it had to do with, I can't remember. I don't want to say why. I'd have to look it up. But anyway, and then, so these guys, oh, I was going to sew this. I was going to stitch around that. It's all right. I won't stitch this piece. Yeah, I will. Hang on. Okay, I got it stitched. So the whiskey tax was to raise money because we were in the Revolutionary War, because it was from 1791 to 1794. It was under President George Washington. And there was this guy, his name was David something or other. I have the flyer downstairs. Anyway, and he was like the leader of the rebellion. So George Washington said he wanted his head by hook or by crook. So he really didn't care how he got him. He just wanted him. So they loaded up all these rebels and they put them in the wagon from Western Pennsylvania and take them over to Philadelphia, which was, I mean, they were going to their death, right? Well, this guy, David something or other, why can't I remember his name? I want to say Beckham, but I don't know if that's right. And he escaped. So he fled to Florida, actually, or it was not Florida, oh my goodness, Jody, to what was basically the Louisiana Territory, and built a mansion down there. And that mansion, I guess, is now featured on like the haunted shows and stuff as being one of the most haunted mansions in the country, or the most haunted place in the country. I guess it's really interesting. But so I was asking about the furniture that was in the house yesterday. I'm like, so is this his furniture? And she said no, that they didn't know what had happened to his furniture. Sorry, I'm shaking you. I'm leaning on the table. I'll stop. I'm tired, you guys. So anyway, that was none of his furniture. They didn't know if when he escaped and came back, if he like sold everything to have money to go. But he didn't go straight to the area where he built that new mansion. He kind of stopped a few places along the way, and he only went back up to Washington to get his wife and kid, I guess. So anyway, it was just kind of an interesting story. And it was just really interesting to actually see the house and everything. And the artifacts and stuff in it were really, really pretty. It was so funny. In one of the cabinets, there was this little pot, and I said, how old is this pot? Do you know? And she says, no, I don't know. Why? And I said, well, I have one like it. So I don't think it's that old, but if it is, that would be really cool. It's not. It's a replica. But that's okay. I have the same style. But this is back in the 1790s, so it was just really, really interesting. So it was just a fun day. It was just a nice day. But I'm glad we're having kind of a lazy day today for sure. Okay, so I have that flap done. And so what I'm thinking I want to do is... So this is going to attach here, and I probably should just go ahead and attach it. And I do think that's pretty white still. So let me see if I can just dirty that up a little bit. And I might stamp on this a little. But I had to do that to stabilize that fold. I can't believe I cracked it like that. I know better. But anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. Did I even say that? I just started blabbing away about yesterday. I know I hadn't filmed, but it's been a really long week, guys. So I cleaned all day on Monday, and I do mean all day. Oh my gosh, what a mess. Anyway, that was a disaster. And then Mom came Monday night, and then, you know, Tuesday we were visiting and stuff, and then, like I said, yesterday we were gone all day. So it's been a busy week so far. I do like that. I guess I should probably glue that down, right? Because I'm not going to put anything else there. So anyway, do I want that the whole thing down? I do. Oh, I didn't thumb notch that. Can I without clipping my thread? Can, just very carefully. Oh, barely. All right, but we just need a little bit of a notch to say, hey, there's something here. Okay, good thing I looked at that again because I almost glued in the middle of that. But anyway, so yeah, it's just been a busy week, and so today's an easy day. Mom and I were going to try to go garage sailing and stuff today, and I was like, I do not feel like going. And she slept in anyway, which was good. She needed to rest, so. And like I said, Mark's out putting the fireplace in the RV, and There's some other things he's got to try to get finished, so we're ready. And talked to my brother this morning, so we are not going to go see him on our way down. We will see him on our way back up. So Lisa, I did figure it out, and I'll shoot you a message, but we're not going to go down there on our way down. We'll hit you guys on the way back up in the spring. But we're going to go down through West Virginia and then go over, I think, and go down the East Coast, which is going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so we have this piece here, and I don't want to use this, but I have some scraps. So let's see what we have. Oh, yes, I wanted to use this. So my friend sent me this card a really long time ago, and I love it, and I keep just kind of hanging on to it. And I think I want to grunge up this envelope and have it as a flip in here too. That's what I'm thinking, because I love that image and it gives me some really great journaling space inside. So that's going to come. We'll do that in a minute. So, yeah, I don't know. My allergies are just crazy right now. Do we want some music there? Well, I might put something actual real on this side. I'll set this aside for a second. Let's grunge this up a little bit. We have a mat here. And I think I want to do maybe some, obviously brown, but you start with your lightest color first. So let's do some fossilized amber. Squish and dab. Squish and dab, right? All right. And get all inky in the process. I just want to go bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh yeah, that's going to look pretty. All right. So I'm going to use my heat tool and dry this. I'll be right back. Okay, so I just continued on. I did Rusty Hinge, then Savage Patina, and then Uncharted Mariner, and it's still too bright for me. I don't know if I like it. I feel like I should have used a coffee dyed envelope to start with, and then I think my colors would have been more subdued. So let's see if we can ink this with a brush and tame it back a little bit, and if not, I might change my mind or come back to it later, or just spray it with something brown and see what happens. So I do just want to kind of knock these colors back some. So let's just do this on the edge here. Oh, that's gonna knock them back, I think. Okay. I don't think it's completely dry either, but that's all right. So anyway, so yeah, it's just been a busy week and just having a good time and enjoying spending time with Mom. And I did this flap, and then I thought that's silly because if I tuck that, you're not gonna see it. And I may just cover that with something anyway. I don't know yet what I'm gonna do with it. And like I said, I don't know if I'm liking this yet or not, but I may splatter it with some more water and see what it does. But I really just wanted it to be more kind of grungy. It's a little too bright. That's why I said I should have started with some coffee dyed and maybe watered down my inks a little bit more. But I think it's gonna be okay. And then I'm looking at the colors of this card, and it's more greens than blues, but oh well. And I might just get a different envelope altogether and say forget it with this one. I think that's what I'm gonna do, because I'm just not happy with this one. We will, however, spray it with more water and see if those colors run more, and just set that aside. I'm not gonna touch it again right now. And this is okay, this is what I say. It's just paper, and if you don't like it, it's paper. Set it aside, come back to it maybe, or don't. You know, you have options. So, ooh, that was loud. Let me move this. Let me dry that excess water so I don't inadvertently get water on something. Am I talking too quiet? I hope I'm not. I'm being quiet. You guys know I get weird when I think people can hear me. Set that aside, let it dry. All right, let's see, what did I do with, okay, those are somewhere else. So what I'm thinking is, oh, I didn't stitch around that envelope. I may not. Okay, so then this is going to go here in the back here, right? So we have this back piece, and I may glue that one down. I think, oh, I'm not gluing until I decide what I'm going to do to hide these spines. I know I've got my ticking fabric that I did come, so I'm excited about that. And I made that the same height, which was kind of silly. I meant to make that a little bit shorter, but since I stitched it, I can't fix that now. Okay, signature's gonna go here, signature's gonna go here. I do want to do more on this. So let me find an old envelope, and I think I'm gonna tuck this in a pocket somewhere. Maybe I don't even need, yeah, I'll tuck that somewhere. Okay, hang on. Okay, so I found an airmail envelope. That was from my, that's from Kevin. That's weird, in 66. Okay, tell you a story. So this is addressed to my great-grandmother. This is from her grandson, Kevin. Well, he was actually killed in a convenience store robbery. But this is sealed, so I'm wondering if it just resealed over time or what's going on. So I want to very carefully open it because I want to hinge it and use it, but I don't want to damage it. And, oh, that's a good height for that one. Ooh, maybe I'll hinge that to this because that looks kind of cool with that ticking there. That's the back. That's going to flip out, and then this could flip out. You guys can't even see that. So this will flip open this way, and then this could flip this way. So that would be a surprise, and then we'll have whatever here. This is from 1966, and I love the stamp on here. So let's see if I can work this open without damaging it. I'm afraid. I'm very, very afraid. This envelope feels so cool, you guys. I don't know what this is made out of, but it's got amazing paper. Did I get craft time today? It's what I'm doing right now. Just got a text. Sorry, guys. Anyway. Oh, it's coming open. Oh, we're definitely going to have to reinforce this, though. It's super fragile. But, I mean, 66, 70, it's 50-some years old. Of course, it's fragile. Don't ask me to do math right now. I'm barely functioning today. So, hopefully, you guys aren't thinking, oh, my goodness, they're crazy. I'm not crazy today. I'm actually slow, I think. I've actually never read one of his letters. Let's see what kind of paper it's on. Grandma, I am A-okay. How come you did not come and see us? It's too late now. I mean, to see me. Hit the ball to Mars. He must have been playing baseball or something. I don't know. I won't read that all out loud, but I don't know if Grandma ever opened that because it acts like she didn't. That's really weird. Kevin was her baby. Oh my goodness, was he her baby? So I think if we put this here and have that as a flip, then I can do something here. So let's glue this on here. And I may take Kevin's letter out altogether. I never knew him. He passed away long before I was even thought of. I don't remember what year. I know there's like newspaper articles and stuff somewhere, and I probably have them somewhere. But he was in a convenience store that got robbed, and so he was killed in that robbery, and it was pretty devastating. Because my great-grandmother loved boys. Girls were not her thing. Ooh, I could have refolded that. Can I rescore that? No, just go with it. Go with it. Okay. Let's do that. I love the feel of this. I do not know what that's made out of, but it is awesome. Okay, now I did a dum-dum because that glue side is up. So if we're gonna make that a tuck of some sort, I've got to make sure that that glue is not going to impact us. So what I'm going to do is use a piece of parchment paper and glue it on there. Oh, that would be kind of cool too. No, right now the immediate need is just to protect that glue. I was just getting all crazy with ideas for pockets in my head, sorry. You guys know I love these little interactive pieces and I get all carried away. So all I'm gonna do with this is just run glue along that glue line, basically. I'm going to press this napkin into it. I'm going to let this dry and then peel off what doesn't stick. But once that dries, it's not going to be an issue. We will have covered that glue strip. So now that won't reactivate with humidity or anything like that. So hopefully that makes sense. So I'll set this aside and then I'm going to think about what I might want for under here, or if I do, because that's gonna flip like that. Oh, do I want that here? I'm not gluing any of these down yet because I keep messing around with them. I need to put a closure on there of some sort. Don't know what I'm going to put on there. And that could come over that. No, I like it here. Then that will, I could even put it on the inside. And then that will flip out. And then that will flip out. Okay, I'll be back. Figure out the next piece we're going to work on. I was just looking at my design and I just wanted to tell you that this is not going to work on this panel like I thought, because the signature is going to get sewn into this side and I'll have that ticking running down here. So unless I put that over the top of the ticking, it's not going to work to tuck that under something. It's a little snug to put here. I don't think I want to do that because this is only a 6-inch panel and this is 6 inches wide. So back over here we go, and I think I am going to put it here. And even though that's going to make that kind of a bigger piece, I think it's going to be okay still. Because I think if I center that, I can still leave that flap. There'll still be room for that flap to open and for the men to peek their little eyeballs up. This will open, then this will open this way. Then we'll have this flap over here, and then we'll just do something flat here. I was thinking about the prongy thingy like this, and maybe put just a couple of pages in there, but I don't know yet. So that's where we are so far. And because I am really tired, I'm struggling with with being able to like seed it. Oh, well, that looks cute on the top too. Oh, if I do that on top of that, that could be the outer piece. Then that, and then we can put something else here. Yeah, I like that because that'll make that a flat piece. Then this will go here. Okay, and then so over here, we will do a different style. On this inner flap here, we'll do a different style. And then on this flap, so that'll be all of our card base pockets. And then, I mean, I still have to cover the packaging, which I'm still trying to figure out. So, yeah. So what's going to happen is I'm going to call it good here with this video. I know I didn't really do much for you to learn from, and I do apologize, but I wanted to get something filmed. I wanted to work on this for a minute. Then I'll probably come back in the morning with my coffee and hopefully have a little bit more clarity and be able to work on it a little more so we can start. I'm going to stitch around this, and then I think I will just... Once I figure out what I'm going to do on the inside here to cover this flap, then I'll probably just stitch around the edges of this. I should have stitched there, but I didn't, and that's okay. So hopefully that's going to be okay. No. Okay. Stop fussing. Okay. So I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.